A University of Indiana professor was removed from teaching her class because of a white supremacy lesson. Yeah, because Professor Jessica Adams used a graphic that described Trump's slogan, Make America Great Again, as an example of covert racism, equalizing it to things like police murdering people of color and Confederate flags. Now, she explained that not everything on that graph is equally bad. Like, obviously saying things like, don't blame me, I never owned slaves is not as bad as a cop killing a black person, but they represent varying levels of the same thing, covert white supremacy, that is still unfortunately socially acceptable. And Professor Adams is a social work lecturer who is teaching a 24-student graduate class called Diversity, Human Rights, and Social Justice. I mean, what happened to academic freedom? What happened here is Indiana is a public university, so they must follow state law, and Indiana passed Senate Rule Act 202 in 2024, which requires institutions to evaluate faculty members on whether they foster a campus culture open to free inquiry and expression, and introduce students to a variety of perspectives, and avoid talking about personal views unrelated to coursework. So a student filed a complaint against this professor, and now the university is investigating, so they pulled her from this class during the investigation, although she is still teaching 3 other classes. Okay, thank you for that. That was a very professional way to say the state is now regulating speech they disagree with on campus. And look, what was the single biggest policy push when MAGA was first said by Trump? It was to build a wall. There's an argument to be made that MAGA is covertly a way to say the desire to return to a whiter America. You may disagree, but this is what academic freedom looks like. That's absurd. MAGA is the slogan for the president of the United States, whom the majority of American voters selected to be president in 2024, deeming half the country to support covert racism when the wall, for instance, was always about illegal immigration, not legal immigration. I can't believe you all still don't understand this. When was America great has always been the question. It's always been more of an economic argument, back before all our middle-class jobs got shipped away overseas. That's one way to twist it, but look, you may disagree with the professor, but just think about the slippery slope. Say a left-leaning school tries to fire a criminal justice professor who argued for tougher policing because a left-leaning student complained, calling pro-police views political bias. It's just better when we don't police speech. I actually think the line is pretty clear. You cross it when you call half the country racist. That shuts down any debate in our class, as if you support the president, if you wear a red MAGA hat, to the teacher just automatically deems you a covert racist? Like, what? I think you need to take her class, because clearly you don't understand her point. Yeah, I'm good. Clearly.